Okay, let me ask you something. What if the next Harry Potter movie never came out in theaters? Seriously, what if it just went straight to streaming and you ended up paying even more just to watch it at home? Well, that's the exact future we could be staring down. And it all comes down to one absolutely massive, game-changing deal that could change everything about how we watch movies.
To really get what's happening, you have to flash back with me to 2010. The CEO of Time Warner, one of the biggest media giants on the planet, was asked about this little DVD-by-mail company called Netflix. And his response? This quote. It was a complete joke, a punchline. But as we all know by now, Netflix definitely got the last laugh.
Because today, that little Albanian army isn't just at the gates anymore. They're offering to buy the whole kingdom for a staggering $82.7 billion. That joke has turned into a hostile takeover bid. It's a sign of a seismic shift in who holds the power in Hollywood.
So, what does this actually mean for you? The person who just wants to kick back and watch a good movie? Well, this is way more than just a business deal. You could almost say it's a battle for the very soul of cinema. And believe me, the outcome is going to affect what you watch, where you watch it, and exactly how much you pay for the privilege.
So, how in the world did we even get here? How did a company that used to mail us DVDs in those little red envelopes become a Hollywood powerhouse strong enough to just swallow its rivals? Let's break it down.
This timeline really tells a story of just pure, raw ambition. In 2010, they were literally a joke. But by 2013, they had this new, incredibly audacious goal: become HBO before HBO could figure out how to become them. And now, with 300 million users, their ambition has grown even bigger. It's not about competing anymore. It's about dominating.
And let's be super clear about this. This merger isn't about giving you more choices. It's actually about taking your choices away. By buying a giant like Warner Brothers, Netflix gets to control not just what you watch, but how much you pay for it, and what kind of movies and shows even get the green light in the first place.
So what's one of the first things to go when a company gets this much control? The competition. And in this case, the main competition isn't another streaming service like Disney Plus or Hulu. Nope, it's the movie theater right down your street.
So here it is, the fundamental clash. For decades, a movie premiere was a huge deal, right? A shared cultural event. But for Netflix, every single ticket you buy at a theater is a loss for them. Their CEO has made it crystal clear. They see theaters as the enemy, as an obstacle that just has to be overcome on their path to total dominance.
And just think about the biggest movie franchises of the last 20 years. Harry Potter, Batman, The Matrix, Dune. All of them are Warner Brothers properties. Now, imagine a world where the next chapter of these epic stories never even sees a big screen, but instead just drops on your Netflix account one day. That's what's at stake here.
But look, it's not just about what you watch. It's also about how you watch it. Once a company has basically eliminated its competition, what do you think happens to the quality of the service you get? Well, there's a term for it, and it's not pretty.
It's called shitification. Yep, you heard that right. And it's that moment. A company stops trying to win you over and starts seeing you as a wallet to be emptied. The whole focus shifts from making you, the user, happy to making shareholders rich. Because, frankly, where else are you going to go? And this is a playbook we've seen over and over again. Step 1, they lure you in with low prices and great content. Step 2, they use their massive size to push out the competition. And Step 3, once you have nowhere else to turn, the price hikes begin, the ads start popping up, and the service slowly gets worse. Sound familiar at all?
This whole trend really points to a much bigger, almost philosophical question. Do we even own our culture anymore? Or are we all just renting it from a handful of incredibly powerful tech companies?
It wasn't that long ago, right? When you bought a song on iTunes, it was yours. You owned the file. But with streaming, you don't own anything. You're just paying for a license. It's basically a permission slip that a company can take away or change the price of at any time for any reason. So what happens when people feel like they're being squeezed for every last penny? When their favorite shows just vanish without any warning? Well, they fight back. And in the digital world, that means one thing. Piracy is making a huge comeback. So this is the choice we're facing. On one hand, you have the incredible convenience of everything in one place, but on the other, you have a future where cinematic art gets replaced by a content feed, and where our shared cultural heritage is rented, not owned. The next time you hit play, just ask yourself, what are we really willing to trade for convenience?